My name is Dr. Brielle Stark. I'm an assistant professor in speech language and hearing sciences, as well as in the program in neuroscience. I run the Neural Research Lab, which is located in the Speech Language and Hearing Sciences department. My background's actually in neuroscience. Clinical neuroscience is my PhD degree. And before that, I did some research in psychology. But for my postdoc, I actually focused in aphasia, which is a common disorder after stroke that affects language. And so my work here is highly interdisciplinary. I look at how language changes after stroke, also starting to look in traumatic brain injury, and then I couple that with MRI techniques to see what's going on at the brain level. The strength of research at IU, especially in neuroscience, is about breadth and depth. So we have 4 focus areas within the neuroscience program. I'm in cognitive and clinical, meaning that I look at typical brain processes like language, so that's more of the cognitive idea, and then I look within clinical populations like stroke. And we have individuals who work within all 4, within one, and because of that, we have a great collaboration with each other. We can learn new methods, we can learn about new populations that are being studied. That also gives our students great experience because they can learn from all 4 areas within neuroscience. Here the technology is just far-reaching. The MRI, the EEG are some of the best out there. They're well maintained by our facilities here. The university supports them so that we always have top-notch facilities here. We also have physicists who help run the MRI and make sure that all of our technology is up to date and also very innovative. They offer trainings to students, to faculty. Faculty like myself are level 2 technicians, meaning we can run the MRI on our own. And those types of opportunities are just huge and not really available at many of the other places I've been. And so that allows for not only innovative research, but also a lot of research. And so that's something that IU has going for it, and I think it's quite unique as well. What I do is hugely interdisciplinary. I work with linguists, I work with psychologists, I work with doctors, nurses, speech pathologists, and importantly, other neuroscientists. I actually have an ongoing collaboration with Dr. Rick Betzel in the department, where he is a fantastic analyzer of data. He looks at data in really unique ways, especially MRI data, and he brings that innovative component that I can really apply to my stroke research, and I bring the clinical background that I can help him to interpret what he's looking at in terms of what's going on in the brain cognitively, especially language. And we've won 2 grants together since we've been here, both internal grants to continue that work. So that's also one of the reasons the neuroscience program has been super helpful for me. I grew up in New Jersey and then more recently in Ohio. So I wasn't too far away and I'm pretty familiar with the Midwest, but one of the things that sold me on Bloomington was the culture and the food. I'm a big food fan and we have a pretty fantastic international street here. And my goal is to make it through all of the restaurants on that street at some point. I'm actually almost there, so that goal is super attainable. Students looking to do a PhD at Indiana University Bloomington have a variety of different backgrounds. We want the students who go straight through, who get their bachelor's, master's, come here, or just a bachelor's and come here. But we also really want students who have a life experience beyond academia that they can bring here. Maybe they've worked in a clinical coordinator position. Maybe they've had a great 2-year job running a research lab. Maybe they've worked in a school and they figured out they're super interested in the neuroscience of education. We want those people with a variety of life experiences here as well, because that really benefits us. We improve our knowledge and we improve the kinds of questions we can answer in neuroscience by having those students.